Florida Reception Center in Dade County, which is the facility that processes inmates before they get sent to their permanent prison joints. He was there until June of 1997. There was even a document from September of 1996 recognizing him for perfect attendance. Perfect attendance, homie. The man who would later rap about flooding the streets with the work clocked in to his prison guard job every single day for a whole month and got a certificate for it. Rose still wouldn't address it in public, not in interviews, not on no records, went into hiding on the topic. Then in May of 2009, in XXL magazine, he finally broke his silence, admitted the picture was him, admitted the job was real, but he framed it in a way that's been stuck to him ever since. Said he was doing what he had to do, said the job ain't defined who he was, said his career was bigger than that one chapter. But here the thing about that admission, bruh, wasn't the full admission. Ross ain't say he worked there for 18 months. He left the door cracked. Let folks believe it was a quick forgettable detour, and for years, the rap world more or less let him have it. Then in 2022, he sat down with the Full Send podcast and said something that ain't matched the paperwork at all. In that conversation, he said he maybe lasted 4 months and they let him go cause he was a little tardy. Said he ain't even really make it to the prison cause the training took too long. Laughed about it. Played it light. That was a lie, homie. The Smoking Gun records, the same ones that been public since 2008, said it was 18 months. Said he had perfect attendance for at least 1 full month in that stretch. Said he resigned on June 2nd, 1997, which ain't the kind of detail you make up. The man Rose described in 2022, the tardy trainee who ain't barely show up, ain't exist on the official paper. And in 2024, that lie caught back up with him in the worst way possible. Cause by then, Rick Ross had bigger ops than 50 Cent. He had Drake, and Drake had a researcher. The full picture started coming back into focus. The uniform, the bag, the signature on the resignation, the certificate for perfect attendance, the 18 months. Every piece of it was sitting in a public file anybody with internet could pull. And every time Ross got into a public beef with another rapper, that file got pulled back out and waved in the air. That's the part of the Rick Ross story that rhymes with the Katt Williams clip. Katt ain't say Rick Ross by name, but he said the quiet part loud. Said the rappers who rap about a life they ain't never lived is the ones to watch. And the loudest example of a rapper who rapped about a life he ain't lived, with documentation to prove the gap, is the man who used to be Officer Roberts, when 50 Cent made Officer Ricky a household name. The Smoking Gun broke the story in July of 2008, but the story wouldn't have stayed in the headlines as long as it did without one homie. That homie was 50 Cent, and the war he started with Rick Ross is the reason the words Officer Ricky entered the rap vocabulary and ain't never left. The beef started by Ross' own telling over a look at the 2008 BET Awards. 2 homies passed each other in a hallway. One of them ain't like how the other one was looking. That was enough. By 2009, the cold mugs had turned into songs. Rose shot first with a track called Mafia Music. On Mafia Music, he took shots at 50 family business, specifically the situation with the mother of 50's son. 50 Cent don't lose them fights, bruh. 50 don't